Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of City Notes. In this video, I will be showing filming locations for the iconic movie When Harry Met Sally. This film was released in 1989 and filmed in both LA and New York City. Many of the exterior shots in NYC may no longer exist, however, I did my best to get as many as I could that were accessible. As usual, this video does have spoilers, so please be aware if you haven't seen the film yet. Starting in Washington Square Park by the Arch, this is the first scene in New York City, and it's where Sally drops off Harry when they first arrive. It is also where Harry realizes he's in love with Sally and runs to the New Year's party at the end of the movie. Washington Square Park continues to be a staple in many movies and television shows. Next is the Central Park Boathouse. This is where Sally and her friends are having a casual lunch discussing their relationship woes. Fun fact, it actually opened in 1954, but it did not have a restaurant until it was renovated in 1983. It continues to still be operational today, and it's quite popular, so I would recommend making a reservation ahead of time if you're looking to dine here. When Harry and Sally reconnect for a third time, they take a walk by the American Museum of Natural History along 77th Street between Columbus and Central Park West. This is where Harry and Sally agree to be friends, and it is also where the movie kicks off their developing relationship as we see a series of more NYC locations. Starting with steps on Broadway located on the corner of West 74th Street and Broadway, this is where Sally was filmed dancing while reflecting on her previous relationship and talking to Harry. Harry helps Sally pick up a Christmas tree on this corner along West 96th Street between Broadway and Amsterdam Avenue. Though it's not shown in the movie, there was a plant shop for many years at this location before it closed down. What you see in the movie is this entrance of the Holy Name Church that has been in the Upper West Side since 1868. Next, the famous Katz Delicantessen located on West Houston Street. This is where the famous fake orgasm conversation took place between Harry and Sally. Katz has been around since 1888 and it's one of the oldest delis in New York City. It is typically crowded, but I do highly recommend going. The pastrami alone is worth the trip. When Harry and Sally try to set each other up with their close friends, Jess and Marie, they are dining at Cafe Luxembourg on West 70th Street in the Upper West Side. Though I did not dine here, this restaurant is a staple in the neighborhood and it is known for its innovative take on French cuisine. Here is where they did some movie magic, because right after the group left the restaurant, Jess and Marie caught a taxi along West Broadway in Soho. When the movie was filmed, this was a retail store. Since then, it's been converted to an art gallery. Next is the Upper West Side townhouse that Jess and Marie move into. I'm not sure if the interior of that scene was filmed here, but the exterior of 32 West 89th Street is used in the movie when Sally and Harry get into an argument. Please note that this property is someone's home, so be mindful when visiting this or any townhouse in the city. After Harry and Sally spend the night, Harry speaks his mind about what happened after they had sex to Jess. They are seen power walking down this pathway towards the Bethesda fountain in Terrace. This is another New York City staple that is featured in many other movies and shows. Fun fact about the fountain is that it was built to honor the opening of the Croton Aqueduct that brought fresh water to New York City for the first time in 1842. Wanted to save one of the most iconic places for last, the Temple of Dendur at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. This is where Harry and Sally spend part of their day before she lets him know that it's time to start dating. The Temple of Dendur overlooks part of Central Park on the east side, and it was actually a gift to the United States from Egypt in 1967. Now time for some honorable mentions. These are places that were featured in the film, but the buildings no longer exist due to the constant development in the city. The scene where Jess questions Harry about his friendship with Sally took place at the Coney Island batting cages. Once located on 3049 Stillwell Avenue, the batting cages were part of the Coney Island Batting Range and Go-Kart City that closed in 2006. Coney Island is still thriving today, and I definitely recommend going to spend the day, as it is such an iconic piece of New York City history. Next is the Shakespeare & Co. bookstore, where Harry and Sally reconnect after a few years. It was a prominent independent store in the Upper West Side located in this building on the corner of West 81st Street and Broadway, and it unfortunately closed in 1996. This is what the original building looked like before it was torn down and replaced by this high-rise. The scene where Harry runs into his ex-wife takes place at a Sharper Image store. There were many throughout New York City, unfortunately they have all closed. The exterior shop featured in the movie was located on 4 West 57th Street, which is now a designer store. Though the interior of the scene was shot in California, I felt it was worth mentioning since it was a very popular store in the 1990s. That is it for this episode of City Notes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. When Harry Met Sally is one of my favorite movies that I'd love to revisit every fall, so I had a lot of fun making this. Thank you again for watching. Till next time, friends.